Welcome to the Rotunda Report. I'm Michael Margulis. I'm outside Willett Hall, and as you can see behind me, renovations are taking place with plans to increase the capacity of the basketball stadium. The goal of these renovations are to increase the reputation of Longwood within the Big South Conference in hopes of one day hosting the Big South Conference tournament. In softball news, the Longwood softball team was looking to bounce back at home against Norfolk State after 3 hard-fought losses on the road against Auburn. However, the doubleheader at Lancer Field was canceled due to a forfeit. It has been reported that Norfolk State did not have enough players to field a team because of injuries and academic issues. For the Lancers, they will have to wait until the weekend to get back to winning ways as they travel to Clinton, South Carolina for a weekend duel versus Presbyterian. First pitch will take place Saturday at 1 p.m., with the second game taking place Sunday at 1 p.m. as well. It's almost May, and that means final exams are fast approaching here at Longwood University. As most students are packed into Greenwood Library, you will find almost all student athletes here at Tab Hall. I had the opportunity to speak with multiple student athletes on how they try and balance the stress of final exams with their already very busy athletic schedules. Our top story takes us to a historical night at Lancer Field where the Longwood softball team swept the Virginia Tech Hokies in a doubleheader last night. With the victories, head coach Kathy Riley reached a new milestone as she has now led the Lancers to an incredible 601 wins in her 19 years in Farmville. Riley entered this season as one of the winningest active coaches in all of Division I college softball. Her team is now 21-15 this year and returns to Big South Conference play this weekend. We spoke with Coach Riley to discuss last night's wins as well as her career. On to men's basketball, where head coach Jason G. has expanded his 2016 recruiting class to 5 after acquiring Jaleem Montague and Kendrick Thompson. Montague is a 6'8 sophomore from Palm Beach State Community College who has been brought in to help fill the void left by Latana Wobo. Thompson is a 6'2 guard from Daytona State College who will be looking to replace the high-scoring ability of Trayvon White. Both Montague and Thompson will be eligible to play as soon as they arrive in Farmville, and everyone in the program is hoping that they can help the Lancers to their first winning season under Coach G. Spring has officially sprung, and the Longwood Athletics Department will be hosting the Lancer Club Open as their final fundraiser of the semester. The golf tournament will be hosted at the Manor in Farmville, with all proceeds going directly to student athletes. The tournament will feature a Captain's Choice format, with tee time starting at 8:30 this Saturday. While the softball team sits in first place in the Big South standings, Longwood's baseball team is also making some noise of their own. Picked to finish 8th in the conference's preseason coaches poll, the Lancers are currently 3rd in the Big South. Coach Ryan Mao's ball club is starting to attract a lot of attention, especially after a hard-fought loss yesterday against 25th-ranked UVA. This weekend, Longwood welcomes Savannah State to Buddy Boulding Stadium for a 3-game series. If they are able to take at least 2 games from the Tigers, the Lancers will have eclipsed last year's win total with over a month still left in the season. Good evening and welcome to Across the Pond, your #1 soccer source. I'm Michael Margulis. In this week's Champions League fixtures, we saw Bayern Munich defeat Juventus 4-2 in extra time and Barcelona defeat Arsenal 3-1. Both of these results will see Barcelona and Bayern Munich through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Those are your results, and we will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Keep checking for updates at therotundaonline.com and follow us on Twitter at LongwoodRotunda. For everyone with the Rotunda Report, I'm Michael Margulis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the sidelines. Tuesday night was another positive evening for Longwood sports as the men's basketball team improved their record to 2-0 with a 24-point win over La Roche College of Pittsburgh. However, this good performance was mixed with some unfortunate news. During the game, the live feed that broadcast online to the Big South Network suddenly crashed and created quite a panic in the media department. Thankfully, I had the opportunity to speak with Natalie Rombo, Technical Director of the Big South Network broadcast here at Longwood, to gain more of an understanding of exactly what happened. So can you just tell me a little bit about what happened during the basketball game?
Yes. So the basketball game was going awesome up until we were receiving tweets about people saying that our audio wasn't working. And I didn't know that this was a problem until we started getting these tweets. We can hear everything fine through different speakers in the trailer, but our program audio, we can't always hear that. So people started tweeting at us that we were having audio issues with all of our cameras except camera 1. And then our second problem, as we were trying to fix our audio issue, our TriCaster crashed essentially because the drive that we store all of our games got full.
Where do you start fixing the problem? Where does it start? Obviously the TriCaster's back up and working, but yes. After that, where does it start?
Well, I have to call the New Tech company because that's who issues out our TriCaster. That's like our the company that makes this TriCaster. So I am calling them today to figure out why our audio is not working. So I need to call them and be like, hey, what's wrong with our audio? And they have this really cool feature where they could give me a code so I can like plug it into the TriCaster. And they have someone on the other end who like has a screen in front of them, and their mouse can like take over this mouse. And so they could like control our TriCaster and stuff from a remote location, which is so awesome. Well, I think once we figure out our audio, we should be set, because throughout yesterday and even this morning, we're working on moving files from the D drive to an external hard drive, and then we put that on the studio computer that we have over in Tab. So we're working on that. That's actually just finished earlier this morning.
Natalie Rombo and the rest of the Big South staff are confident that the broadcast will be back up and running in plenty of time. Their next broadcast takes place on Tuesday the 24th as the Longwood women's basketball team plays host to North Carolina Central.